Hello everyone and welcome to be here. I am Wong Ling and I'll be presenting the AACS2034 Fundamentals of Computer Network Assignments together with my team members Wong Yunqing. So we are from TAI UMT Penang Branch, DFT Group 5. So this is the content of our videos containing of the introductions, network design, subnetting design, addressing design, network configurations, pin connectivities, and digital resource use. So first of all will be the introductions. This is the scenario from the assignment's questions. As the network engineers, we need to design and implement a local area network LANs for the tech solutions in Durian Berhad with the buildings in the different locations. This diagram is showing the locations of the tech solutions. So locations A contains administrative departments, sales departments, customer service. Location B containing of the gaming tech, big data hubs, cybersecurity, and lastly will be location C containing of the 5 research and development labs. Distance between the location A and location B is 500 meters and the distance between location A and location C is 200 meters. Next will be the network design. So this is the network topologies we design for the tech solutions. We implement 10 subnet in the network. So the blue color regions is the location A, red color regions in location B, and yellow color regions is the location C. So the router we use is the router PT. We use 3 routers in this network topologies. This is because to provide redundancy, and then it's also offered the scalability for the future growth. For the switch, we use the 2960 models. This is because it is able to handle the large amount of the hosts in the network. The connecting wire we use in these network topologies is the fiber optic cables, copper straight-through wires, and the copper crossover wires. While the end devices, we use the PCs, servers, and printers. So these 3 wires is the fiber optic cables that used to connect between the routers. So next one will be the example for the copper straight-through wire. We take locations A as example. So this solid line is connecting the routers and the switches to the end devices is the copper straight-through wires. So we use this is because the copper straight-through wires is the most common cable used in the LAN to connect the host. So for the copper crossover wire, so we take location C as example, is connect between switches. So switches transmit and receive data at same port, so use crossover wire so that to swap, transmit and receive lines, enabling the communications. So next one will be the subnetting design. This is the subnetting table that contain the locations, host number, prefix, custom subnet mask, subnet address, first usable address, last usable address, and broadcast address. So the subnetting methods we use is the fixed length subnet mask (FLSM) and the preserved host bit. So we use FLSM is because to ensure the consistent subnet size and the subnet mask. So we use the preserved host bit is to provide efficiency in IP's address utilizations and to minimize the wastage. So the subnet mask calculations. So the network address given from the assignment's questions is 10.0.0.0. So we can know that this is a class A network. So the default subnet mask will be the 255.0.0.0. So to find the total number of host address, we have to take the largest host number, which is after the multiplying with 1.88. This is for the 88% of the growth. And then so we take the largest host number, which is 384, and we see what power of 2 is equal or greater than 384 to get the host address. So we can see that we take 2 power of 9 equals to what? 512, and then this 512 is greater than 384. So the number of usable IP per subnet is take the host address minus 2. So this 2 is the network address and the broadcast address. So 510 is the usable IP per subnet. And then to calculate the total number of subnet, so we take the 2 to the power of 24 minus 2 to the power of 9, and then to get this 2 to the power of 15. So this 15 is the number of bit or rows. So to calculate the custom subnet mask, we convert it to the binary, fill the 15 ones starting from the second octet and convert back to the decimal form. So we will get 255.255.254.0. And then for the subnet address calculations, so we look at the position of last one in the custom subnet mask. So each octet have the 8 bits arranged from the right to left, representing the power of 2 from 2 to the power of 0 to 2 to the power of 7. So we identified the position of ones. So from here we can see that the last one is in the second octet, and then is at the position of 2 to the power of 1. So we can know that the increment is 2 to the power of 1, which is 2 in the third octet. So the following is the subnet address for each department. So you can see the increment is 2 in the third octet. And then next will be the addressing design. So this is the addressing table that's content of the device, all the devices, including the routers, switches, and the end devices, and also containing the information of the ports, IP address, subnet mask, and default gateways.
My name is Wong Yunqing. Next is network configuration. Here show the command for router and switch to do configuration. Mainly, the command for router and switch to do configuration are same. First, enable is to enter the privilege mode to configure operating parameters. Next, config T is to make global configuration, and hostname is change the device name. Next is security configuration. Line console is enter console line, and password is set password when enter the line. We need to type login after set password is because to require password checking during login. Line VTY is enter the virtual terminal line and set password for that line. Enable secret is set encrypted password, and when enable command is used and service password encryption is make all password encrypted. Next one is router RIP. Router use router RIP to activate RIP routing and configure the routing. Network router to router subnet is to instruct RIP to advertise the subnet network. Continue. Switch use IP default gateway command to set a default gateway IP address. Then router need to type interface F0/0, but switch need to type interface VLAN 1 to enter the router interface. IP address command is to set IP address and custom subnet mask for router. And last but not least, no shut is to enable the interface. Next is ping connectivity. Here shows that the ping result from all departments. In fact, all ping commands are the same. The only difference is the IP address, and it will show us successful when we ping the correct IP address. Next is the ping result from location to other location, and all the results show us ping successfully. And now we will show how to do the network configuration and the ping connectivity. First, let us click the router app, and we type enter to and we type enable to enter the privilege mode, and we type config T to make the global configuration, and we need to type line console 0 to enter the console line, and then our password is CLA33, and then we need to type login to require the password checking during login. So now the password is already set, and then we exit, and now we need to set the secret password. So it's enable secret AACS2034. And then next one is we need to make all password encryption. So we need to type service password encryption. And then we exit and exit again. And then it will require us to type password. So password is PLK3. And then we type enter to enter the privilege boot. And then our second password is AACS2034. And then the password is already set successful. And also same step with switch. If switch want to set the password, so we enable and then config T, and then we enter the line console 0, and then our password is CLA33, and then type login, and then exit and set the secret password, which is AACS2034, and then make all the password encryption service password encryption, and then exit and exit. And it also requires us to type password. That means we already set up password successfully. Next, I will show how to do the ping connectivity. So I use PC0 to ping the switch 0, which is ping 10.0.0.2, and it will show us successfully. And next, I will ping the printer 0, which is ping 10.0.0.4, and it also shows successful. Next, I will use PC0 to ping the router A. So ping 10.001, and it also shows successful. And next, I will use PC0 to ping other location, and I will ping the PC4. So ping 10.0.8.3, and it also shows successful. And then I will ping the last, which is I will ping the PC6. So ping 10.0.12.8, and it also shows successful. Last is digital resource. The digital resource that we use is Cisco Packet Tracer, YouTube, Zoom, and Google Meet. Cisco Packet Tracer is a tool built by Cisco, and it helps us to create the network, set up address, and tested the connectivity. Next is YouTube. YouTube is a free sharing site. We use YouTube to find new insight into assignment, and it helps us uncover new perspectives and answer in order to express our thought based on provided scenario. Last is Zoom and Google Meet. We use it to discuss our assignment since it is a free platform. Unfortunately, Google Meet could not record video, so we used Zoom to record our assignment video instead of using Google Meet. And that's for our presentation. Thanks for watching.